Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for March 31st, 2025. It is a gray day. If the story of march in like a lamb, out like a lion, in like a lion, out like a lamb, whatever it is true, then I'm really not sure what March had in mind, because it came in a little bit like a lion and it's going out like one too. March has been very unsettled, and it has given me lots of opportunity to think about what it means to be somewhat unsettled. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow, once we're into April. But today, I want to talk about something that I discovered, something that I thought about as I was engaged in a drive on Friday and Saturday. We went to see my daughter down at college. She was about 100 miles away, and my wife and I drove down, and we were going to spend some time with her on Friday evening and then into Saturday morning. And we did. It was fun. It was pleasant. We were able to spend some time with her and help her get some things taken care of, and that was great. And as we drove, I watched some really interesting things happen. I don't drive fast. I don't drive slow necessarily. I try to drive between 2 and 5 over the speed limit in my area. Maybe I shouldn't say that on an open conversation. But I've noticed that I am generally slower than much of the traffic that's around me. And oftentimes, I drive either in a lane away from the middle and far left here in the United States. That makes sense. Or I drive in an HOV lane where I can set there's not quite as much traffic. I can set my cruise control and kind of let things, go, and people can move around me if they wish, and I just maintain my speed. But I watched as we drove. I watched people in other lanes move, sometimes in manners that looked, and maybe I'm projecting onto them, but that looked agitated. They would be fast lane changes in front of another car, cutting them off, trying to move forward by 1 or 2 car lengths in a very congested traffic situation. I would watch as some cars just stayed in the traffic, just stayed with what was going on and continued to move forward, and watched other cars as they would weave in and weave out and weave in and weave out, and just try always to see this opportunity, to see the chances to make little gains. And I thought about how much that is about the way that we work to make progress. Sometimes we are fast in our changes. We see opportunities and we take them, hoping that they will give us progress. Sometimes we are always in motion, looking for the next place to make progress and moving around things. Sometimes we become frustrated. And I shouldn't say the word we. I'm going to switch to I. Sometimes I become frustrated at not just the obstacles that are in front of me, but sometimes, I got to be honest, I sometimes become a little bit frustrated about watching other people seem to get farther ahead, seeming to make more progress. The interesting thing is that for the most part, the people that were around me never really got that much farther ahead. The aggressive actions that they took, sometimes the movements that looked a little bit dangerous in the traffic situations resulted in them falling farther behind. I reflected on the fact that there are so many points of deviation that can come up in my life that can distract me from a more centered, a more consistent goal orientation, that I can lose my way, and that I can pursue things that don't necessarily help me really make genuine progress, but that just feel busy. Today, I am working to be calm. and to make real progress. Yes, there are things that are going to have to be done that are busy work. I'm going to have to answer emails. I took a day off, so I'm going to have lots of email waiting for me, lots of requests. But I'm going to try and keep myself focused on making a difference in lives, in the people's lives who need my help, who need what only I can do. Anything that anybody else can do, I will divert. Even though it might feel fun to do it, even though it might feel like a temporary accomplishment, kind of like cutting somebody off, it doesn't necessarily help me make real progress. I'm trying to be very calm. I'm trying to think very much about what I'm really progressing toward. Because when I stopped worrying about the traffic and just reminded myself that all I have to do is continue to make progress toward my end goal, which was hours down the road, the little stuff in the middle didn't seem like such a big deal. I don't know if that will be useful for you today, but I know it's something that's been on my mind for the last 3 days. I'm going to try and work with it today. I hope that helps. I hope it helps me. I hope you can share this with people if it makes sense. Maybe we can get more people to see opportunities, to be calm and to make real progress, not just be busy. If it doesn't work for you today, then hopefully I can see you on another day and I'll share something else that will be useful. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.